So what you see here is a video that I've made of me manufacturing or fabricating a new front metal guard for my Jackpot. Now I've got a 26-inch front wheel on it, so I had to make something a little special. I could have just gone out and bought one off the shelf for a 26-inch front wheel, but I decided I wanted something a little different, something that suited the style of my bike, and this is what I've come up with. So sit back, enjoy the video, grab yourself a beer, coffee or a JD, make yourself comfortable because it's not short, and I hope you like the outcome. Alright, so what we're going to do with the new guard is try and duplicate the look of the old one. The standard Jackpot guard has a spine down the back of it, as with the tank in the rear as well. So if we're building a new guard for a 26-inch front wheel, it's going to be a little bit of a task to do that. So we've got a blank that we had to cut in half and make narrower. And what we're going to do is the two halves, we'll put the start of the spine in it. So that's what we're trying to achieve. Totally different on a 26-inch wheel. It'll actually have that paint job on it as well. By putting a spine in it, we'll keep that standard look even though it's a 26-inch fitment. This said, bikies aren't family men. Here goes nothing. Measure twice, cut once. This bit I've got to cut a heap out of it, as long as I don't take too much off that side, you know what I mean? Now out of the blank is cut the two half shells out, so we've taken about 4 inches out of the centre of that, and now it's time to start beating the new spine in. We'll do some video footage of that. So as you can see there, that's a standard one there, so just flat. So if we welded the two shells together, it'd be flat across the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to chamfer up the edge of it, as you can see there, and we've done that with a hammer and a block of wood. So once we get the two of them together with the chamfer in it all the way, you can see that eventually that's going to produce that back spine once we've tigged it together. And it flattens out a little bit at the front too, so we have to remember that. So what we'll do now is we'll go over to where we've been doing this work, budget work I might add, and we'll go over and we'll show you how we're going to put that spine in. Okay, so here we are. So what I've got is a nice firm table and a bit of fairly hard wood, even though that's relatively soft plywood there. Got a metal option there that we were using, but that was damaging the steel a little, so we'll stick to the wood regardless of that little chamfered drill stud there, but that won't matter. So basically, high-tech hammer, good old Woody's hammer. Find the edge to where we need to work. It's also got an extra block of wood there that helps. So we'll get it, set it down on the edge there. Just use the thumb as a bit of a gauge. And should be using a ball peen hammer here, but no, I don't know, this thing works wonders, especially when you've got to crimp it up with a claw. Good grip on the hammer there, and just start bashing it down and slowly rotating it. Takes a while, but if you're going to do something that's different to what everyone else has got, who cares? It's pretty important just to keep a gauge on that. Keep it balanced. Remember I said we weren't going right that through to the end either. We're going to keep that flat like it is on the standard Jackpot. Well, almost flat. So I've already done most of this one. So basically you just pull it off every now and then, have a bit of a look, feel. You'll see the lumps and the bumps in it. And it's just a matter of just gently working with it, just to get it right. A couple of different options there with the wood. I'm no metal worker. But at the end of the day, once you've finished your project, if you've done it yourself, you feel pretty good about it. So there you have it. So we've got to do this times 2. So we'll just finish this one off, get it nice and radiused, then we'll start on the other half, take some pics of it, and then we'll take some more photos when we're welding it together. So one of the key things when you're doing a bit of metal work and that for yourself is if you haven't got the tools, the dollies, the vices or anything like that, have a look around your environment and see what's available. 20-foot shipper container, nice solid corner. Almost the exact shape that we need. So you can finish your gear off like that. Drives the neighbours nuts, but that's alright, it's only going to last a couple of hours. Again, a chippy's hammer. Pretty wild stuff. We've got our 2 shells made for the front guard now. Both of them have got the ridge hammered in. Pretty happy with it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because there'll be a little bit of movement once they're all welded together properly. So what we're going to do, we'll hold them in place and start tacking them in together with the MIG. Get the alignment in fairly well to do that. And I've left those little edge bits there just out a little bit just so we can flatten them out a bit once we've got it all tacked up. So we'll start welding it together. Alright, well we started to put it together. It's a 2-man job, so that's why someone's hanging on to the camera now, which happens to be my son Luke. So as you can see here, we're starting to stitch it together. We're not going to do it all in one go. It's really important to stitch it along the way. So what we basically do is just put the lightest of amps in where the material's touching together, the mast down, and just the quickest of tacks, and then we just make sure that it's aligned as we make our way along. And use bits of wood or whatever just to help hold it. It's just a matter of being patient and just working your way along. Fuck, I went in my boot. Here's the 2 shells welded together. I've still got a runner weld around the top. They've basically been tacked alternately from front to rear. It's come up pretty good. So here's the blank sitting on the bike now. Still got a bit of trimming to do, got to round off that front edge. No brackets on it yet. They'll be part of the guard, of course. And right around the bottom there. A little bit hard to show. That's about 3 inches. Or maybe 2.5 inches off the rope. So what you can see here is working on the patterns for the guards, or the guard. Got that scale drawing there on a bit of particle board. So now we're just making up the guard brackets. A nice little bit of stainless steel there cut, 3mm. Got an approximate area where it goes in under here. Well, a bolt or rivet it in, polish it before it goes on, and that's where that goes from there. So after a heap of thought, I've decided that I'm going to weld the brackets on. I was going to bolt them on, I just couldn't work out how to do it. And hide the bolt heads. So we'll weld along that inside seam all the way along there. I want to try and keep that nice edge along the guard, like there. We'll polish this before the bike's even gone to paint, or the guard's gone to paint I should say. And then we'll stick plenty of sealer up in that seal there. It's no different to dealing with a car panel. There's lots of those that you've got to put sealer up in to make sure that they don't rust. And go from there. So I'll go and get the other bracket off the bike now, and I'll tack that into place. And then spend half an hour or so welding it all in. Well, basically got to the stage now where I've completed the brackets and welded them into the shell. They're made out of stainless steel, so I've just started polishing them up now. See that they come up pretty good. Nice radius weld along the inside there. Takes any of this wobbling problem out of it, so as you can see from the outside there, there's little if any evidence of them there. So now I've got that nice clean edge down and around, as you can see. They're not going to be perfect like chrome or anything like that, but there's still a little bit of imperfections and things like that in it, but Jesus, you know, made it myself, mate. It's alright. Pretty happy with that. So we've got a polishing machine here, which you can see there. The Strech-Pot's amateur video. And what we'll do is we'll just show you what we do with the polishing machine. I've spent about 3 hours on these. Messy job. Basically you've got to get it inside and out. And what we're left with now is a nice outer shell there, ready for paint, all trimmed up on the edges. A little bit of filler work to do, but I'm pretty happy with the metal finish. And off to Joey down at NPR. Obviously the new shiny bits won't be painted, they'll be masked off. There you go, ready for paint. So as you can see, I've got it sitting nice on the rim there. Got a little bit of adjustment in it too, so we can bring it up and down. At the back and the front there, just to get the nice clearances on the tyre. Almost on the ground, I don't know how that's going to go going down gutters. So it's off to Melbourne. We've got the new guard sitting in the back seat there. Got the original guard sitting in the back. Off to NPR to get the paintwork done. We're going to match up the original paintwork. It's handy to bring bits and pieces down like this. It helps Joe get all the colour matching right and all the graphics right. So a pretty exciting day. Been a long road to get this Fender done. So now all we have to do is get it painted, bring it home and fit it back up. Well, the guard's back. Overwhelming when you sit it next to the standard one. Great work from the guys at NPR. They did a stunning job, absolutely fantastic. And oh well, no point in talking about it anymore. Let's get it on the bike.